Ever notice your back feels better when moving, but worse when you slow down? Today I'm going to explain why your back may tighten at rest and what to do about it. Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Bradbury, family corrective chiropractor, and here we are at One Life Family Chiropractic in Georgetown, Ontario, Canada, our practice. And today I'm going to be talking about why your back may be tightening up when you slow down, not when you're active. If you're just joining us, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure, take a moment. I love sharing the message with you. Take a moment, make sure you subscribe, like. If you enjoy it, I'd love to interact with you some more. In the big picture of things, remember, movement provides input to your nervous system. When movement stops altogether, your body may start guarding, and that may be some of that tightness you feel when you actually stop and slow down. So reason number one, movement may help calm your nervous system. And well, guess what? Rhythmic things like walking, lifting, your body's going about its business. And then all of a sudden, you just stop and pause. Your muscles may start to tighten up, trying to guard and trying to protect you. So this is your body's response to all of a sudden pausing things. And then all of a sudden the input changes. And guess what? It may be trying to guard. Some of the things that you may find helpful, well, you probably guessed, short, frequent movement breaks. You can even focus on making a point to walk, especially after you've been sitting for a long period of time. And yes, you guessed it, this position I'm in right now, just focusing on some simple mobility drills rather than chronically getting stuck like this, stuck sitting flexed forward. Make a point to actually, well, I'll do 2 to 3 minutes on this side, and then I'll switch and do 2 to 3 minutes on the opposite side, alternate with my standing position, sitting, and working on some external rotation of the hip, which can be really useful. So you notice I'm constantly changing it up, and those short, frequent breaks are really beneficial, especially focus on your breathing, and you can do your work or take your phone calls while you're in different positions, but taking those constant breaks to help, well, provide your body and your spine that break. And reason number two, your hips and glutes aren't necessarily sharing the load while at rest. When the hip muscles go quiet, the back may stay on, working to stabilize, keep you upright. That sitting in fatigue can decrease the contribution from your glutes. The back may stiffen to try to protect you. So here's what may help. You can actually do standing hip extension resets and making a point, well, to dig your big toes into the ground, shift your buttocks back, and then when you stand, squeeze your glutes. So make a point of actually, well, getting your glutes to fire with your low back, your hamstrings. And with this would be a simple drill that you could actually do. Well, you can do it 8 to 10 times, but just make sure you have really good form when you're doing it. You notice I'm not slouching. My shoulders are halfway engaged. They're not pinched all the way back, but they're halfway engaged as I come down and practice going through my standing hip extension routine. And of course, you probably guessed it, those side planks. Great in terms of coordinating your core with all your small glute muscles, hip muscles coming up and dropping back down. With this, you can focus on, well, I would do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps per side and just focusing on dropping back and then extending your hips when you come up and engaging your core. Again, that's going to be 10 to 15 reps on each side. Great way to activate those muscles that may be, well, not as active as they should be. Finally, if you really want to drive home the point to your glutes and say, hey, wake up, make a point of actually doing some hip extension on the ground. Easy way to do it, take your break on lunch and do 10 to 15 hip extensions and pair them with some of those standing extensions and watch what happens as you begin to wake up your glutes and your glutes say, hey, I got to be working a little bit harder for you so they don't get sleepy on the job. And reason number three, end of day stress accumulation. Remember those stress hormones, you may get muscles tightening. Muscle tone gets tighter, more tense, and your neck and your low back really begin to feel it. And this may show up when you finally take a moment to sit down and stop moving. So what helps? Well, first of all, taking those water cooler breaks is key. Make sure you stand up, move around. Every 20 to 30 minutes is most ideal. And yes, the breath work can really be beneficial too. When you find yourself reading all those emails and things building up, especially if you're a busy parent and you got a lot going on, take a moment. I find the longer out than in strategy works really well. And what you do is focus on breathing 4 seconds out and 2 seconds in. So take a moment, breathe out. So the longer out part, and repeat that 10 times. Before you know it, you have a 1-minute breathing exercise or meditation exercise you can do for yourself to help calm things down a bit more. And I would recommend take it one step further. Keep your lacrosse ball, your soft tissue ball beside your desk. And what you can do is actually work on the top of those glutes, pair it with the breathing, which makes things so simple. So before you know it, you can take your phone calls. You can be doing this, you can be standing up, and you can be doing some multitasking while you're working. You can work on your low back muscles even. You may find you have some trigger points. Just focus on breathing, which is the big thing to help calm your body, calm your nervous system, which can be really helpful to help calm your nervous system and relax your body a little bit more. So I would spend some time until those trigger points get a little easier. And also what you can do is spend 60 and 90 seconds there, just focusing on your breathing, working on both sides, which is one simple thing you can do to help manage that end of day stress accumulation. And, well, finally, don't forget the X factor, which is often your spine and nervous system. That end of day stress accumulation, your low back tightening, all these things add up. And as a corrective chiropractor, really, one of the things that I look for is some of the areas you may feel and notice, i.e. your low back, but really, we're focused on, yes, how your brain communicates with the rest of your body, because your nervous system talks to your muscles, your organs, and helps with how you heal. And if those joints are shifted and stuck and the nerves are irritated, that's going to be the things that we examine for during an in-office visit. So it's very important to help address the spine of your nervous system. You may even find that you manage your stress that much better under corrective chiropractic care. So something to consider, and I shared a moment ago, some of the areas you may feel, some of the areas you may have no idea about, and that's why it's so important to get tested to know what's going on the inside with the health and function of this system. So something to consider. And hey, I really appreciate taking the moment to watch this, tune in today. And as we close out today, I hope you found some useful tips that you can put into action starting now, of course. And if you haven't already, take a moment. I'd love to have you along for our journey. Make sure you subscribe and like so you can tune in and get some more tips in the future. And as I've shared in the past, I got a big mission in terms of helping people understand their health more, and I simply can't do it alone. So take a moment, if you found it useful, take a moment to share this video so that others can get the benefit too. Anyways, remember, you're far stronger, more resilient, and resourceful than you may be led to believe. Bye for now.